Good evening, tasters. Nibbler here again with another nightcap note. One of my subscribers challenged me to put out my top 12 whiskies. So I thought I'd do that. And I'm going to do it over 4 weeks. So today is my top 12 part 1. Now I preface this by saying it's of my collection. Now nearly all the whiskies I own here I bought for under $100. I've got a few that were a little more than that. Mainly they're gifts or ones I've bought for special occasions. At one stage my top 12 had about 20 whiskies in it, and it was some interesting research to whittle it down. And remember, these are the choices that suit my palate. So I'm going to start with number 12, which is Bunnerhaven 12-year-old. Now, if you want to hear further about the Bunnerhaven 12-year-old, have a look at Nibbler's Nightcap Note number 45, which is a review of this whisky. But this is just to give you a bit of an overview of what whiskies I really like. Now for Islay, this has very little peat, mainly because it uses a different source of water. But it's lovely. There's honey and strong sherry notes, and there's a little hint of the sea. And that's rich and lifted. It's a really intense. There's chocolate and vanilla. It's just lovely stuff. The captain on the label, as I referred to in my review, he's able to sail his ship into my collection anytime he likes. This is long and balanced and a beautiful whisky. That's number 12. Bunnerhaven 12-year-old. Second one I've got here tonight, which is number 11, is the Johnnie Walker Green Label. And it clearly states on this bottle, aged 15 years. Don't be confused by the edition called Island Green. This is the Green Label 15. Mind you, the Island Green's pretty handy too. The master blenders, particularly of Johnnie Walker, but most master blenders are true artists. Year after year they come up with their whiskies that rate very highly, and this is one of them. So there's a strong aroma of fruit and toffee, slight hint of peat, and maybe the sea air as well. I tried to inhale instead of swallow, but that's really sublime stuff. It's full flavoured, got a long finish, and just keeps rolling around with the sugar and the honey and the sherry. I'm pretty sure it's been in a sherry cask. It has that sort of rich sherry type aroma. Johnnie Walker makes numerous blends. I've got 10 of them, and of the 10 of them, this one is the best. The third one I've got here today is from America. This is my number 10, Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. And if you'd like to listen a little more about my opinion of this, I did a review of this very early on. It was number 4, Nicholas Nightcap Note number 4. Now this is, of these three, this is particularly the darkest. And it has that rich, strong bourbon American oak type nose. I was impressed when I first tried it, and I continue to be impressed. And I'm pretty sure it was one of the whiskies that I sampled at the distillery in Kentucky on one of my visits to America. This is smooth and luscious, and it's really intense, but there's no burn. It's just smooth. There's vanilla and caramel. This is rich, complex, lovely stuff. And as I said, it's made better by actually having visited the place. So they're numbers 12, 11 and 10 of my top 12. And next week we'll do part 2.